Will Lutz set to kick off.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
8-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Cam Akers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. 2nd and 6 just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup. Second
now Saquon Barkley.
The 29-yard line.
just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, distinctive destinations.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, but it'll be 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. What a spin. He'll find Lindsay here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. K'Lavon Chaisson able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
3rd and 6.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Kaepernick to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Complete to
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Kaepernick now on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
tackled back at the 30.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The first quarter with the score Texans 7, Titans 0.
The Titans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, Kaepernick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
42.
Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, here's Barkley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Titans on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Now 4th down.
Kaepernick to throw for it on 4th. Being chased and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown.
Colin Kaepernick. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Flush to his right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the former Titan Tyrann Mathieu with a pick. 20, 10, and they will score a pick six for the Texans TV. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Texans 14, Titans 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On second down, Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Complete to Saquon.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Kaepernick. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. They'll run here with Akers. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier. Was bidding for a 2nd.
The 3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Akers. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Jackson's going to keep it. That's out to the left and complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Texans 21, Titans 7. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, it'll be Akers. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Cam Akers as the first half is winding down. And the Texans push further out in front.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Jackson now to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk.
Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Kaepernick. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of
23 yards, the final tally. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Second and 11. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
First down, Tennessee.
Kaepernick now on first down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Texans 28, Titans 14. Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. 1st down, and I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The tackle made by Caleb Chason. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
7-yard line.
To throw is Kaepernick. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, the fumble to turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief. They just don't have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 30.
Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
28.
Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. Campbell making the catch. Touchdown, Houston. Harris Campbell, 61 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Jake Elliott.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And now here is another interception. It's the former Titan Tyrann Mathieu with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Going right back to Akers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Hey, Ozzy. Chill out. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Here we go. Watch 98.
Jackson now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Juju Smith-Schuster. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Texans 42, Titans 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to say they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
No game.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Kaepernick. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Kaepernick now to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
17 yards on that play for the Titans. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And my goodness, another interception.
But picked off by Anthony Brown.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Hey, report. Report. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Yeah. Watch 98.
Play action. Now Jackson. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
14. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He'll run it, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
He's brought down at the 40.
Josh Jones in on the stop.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Here we go. Hey, 91. 91.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Landry the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
Texans fans, Cousins.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. And now here is another interception. It's the former Titan Tyrann Mathieu with a pick.
Tonight's final score, Texans.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend